All right, welcome back to part 2 of the K20c4 swap. So, first part that's a must. And a lot of people probably don't think about this when they're doing this. If you're changing an engine, usually, if we're getting rid of this ECU and I need to unmarry the K-tuner, I need to do it now, obviously, because everything's unplugged. Because we're going Haltech, so we're selling the K-tuner. For most of you guys, you can still use the same ECU with the K-tuner for the K20c4 swap. Everything runs perfect, so you don't need to get rid of it. So I'm just doing this step and unlocking it so we can sell it since we're going Haltech. All right, so we're done unlocking that. So first thing, we're going to disconnect the battery here, take that out. And we're going to start taking off the bumper, get the intercooler out, get the inlet out, turbo out, catch can, flex fuel. Every little accessory around this engine is coming out. All right, now when it comes to the bumper, we already have a video installing the front mount kit, so I'm not going to go over how you get this thing off. It's a couple screws, all the under panels, which I've already taken off. You've got your clips here. But what we're going to get into also is taking out the radiator, and I want to see actually how the front end actually comes together, because I think we're going to have a completely removable front clip, unlike the older unibody cars, which will make it really easy for getting the engine in and out. We can just slide it in on a dolly, and but tune into the video and watch, and we'll see when it's all taken apart. We can go over everything. All right, guys, I wanted to give you a video basically of the intercooler. We've got the high flow end tank on here, parallel piping. We're selling all this. Most of this plastic is going to come off, bumper beams coming off. Everything will be custom front end on this car with a custom intercooler. All right, so another little stopping point here. We got the headlights out. Got a 10 mil here. You've got the couples up here. So basically how it is you can see you've got the supporting beam. You've got your center, which is a composite frame that basically holds the intercooler radiator kind of in one. So most likely once we take the whole front end off, it's going to be a whole open front end. So with a subframe out, the engine and trans can basically just wheel itself out the front. Super easy. I mean, there's a lot of bolts and stuff and pieces to get, but I mean, when you kind of take it, we're going to kind of simplify it when we do the front end. I mean, we're kind of doing a one-piece front end, so we're going to take what this is and then simplify it basically to just support, you know, a one-sided radiator, our front mount intercooler, and headlights. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. So we'll keep going. We're going to get the bumper bar beam off. You've got all these bolts right in here. And then we'll take that off, the intercooler out. And once I break the front end down, then we'll come back, show you how it looks. All right, guys, still going at it. Got all the plastic trimmer on here for kind of like the ducting for the radiator. And move the top plastic piece so we can take the intercooler out. Got a little look into how our inlet's made. And got the battery out, just cleaning up, taking off a lot of wires and stuff. So all right, guys, we're back at it. You can see we've taken off the bumper beam. It's actually pretty heavy. I mean, I don't suggest anyone taking out and running without it on the street, but just some views. This maybe will help you out if you're trying to get to bolts. So basically this one composite piece holds the radiator and AC in one. So, I mean, it's a lot of work removing this whole front end. Obviously it's easier just dropping the subframe and dropping the engine trans out from the bottom. It's the easiest way on these, but because we're redoing the whole front end, this is why we're kind of taking it apart. But we're just working at it, slowly but surely getting everything undone. I'm gonna drain the radiator next, take off the whole front clip, and then you'll be able to see the whole engine, and then the inlet pipe comes out, turbo comes out, and then the part 3 episode will probably actually be taking the engine and trans out. All right, so we got the whole piece taken off the front, just one composite thing holding the AC and radiator and the bumper beam. And the nice thing about this, I mean, this is the long way to go. Usually drop the subframe, take the engine out the top, take the engine out the bottom, whatever you want to do. Because we're doing a custom tubular front, we just wanted to get rid of everything, and now we just have to unbolt the mounts, and the engine's basically out. So we're gonna take off the little turbo inlet pipe and some of the existing wires, harness. But I think that'll be it for today. Next video will actually be the engine coming out, but it's definitely getting here. Hopefully by episode 3, 4, might have the K20c4 sitting in there. I haven't got the trans yet. I've just been waiting to sell some of this stuff. But yeah, you guys can see. I mean, you guys can use this video if you're wanting to look where like stuff is at. Sorry, there's a lot of oil on here. It's that area in there likes to leak oil, as a lot of you guys have probably figured out. So the engine has a little bit of oil on it. But yeah, you can see the downpipe. So everything's for sale. I've been posting up on Facebook, but yeah, any questions? Just go ahead and shoot it in the comment, or you can email us. And remember to order all your parts with Axion Industries, bringing a lot of 10th, 11th gen content for years. And this one's going to be a big one. So thank you all who are subscribed. And for those that aren't, make sure to follow.